Okay, welcome to lesson number 4. We're going to focus on the next skill. So we've done the factorising with synthetic division. Now we're going to do some complete the square. Now you've already done complete the square last year at National 5. So just a wee reminder of what that was. Completing the square is when you write something like x squared plus 6x minus 3 in the form of x plus p squared plus q. Now, different ways to do this. So a quick recap of last time, but so there's different ways of doing this, and essentially what I would do is take your x squared plus 6x minus 3 and you half it, the middle number, and then you square it and take it away. So don't forget your minus 3 at the end, and then you square whatever the number is in the bracket and then you subtract. So 3 squared is 9, so subtract 9 at the end. Okay, and then you just tidy up the end part. Okay, right, I'll do another example down here, same sort of thing. So if you start off with y equals x squared plus 10x minus 2, and if you were to half it, square it, take it away, you would half the middle number, put your number at the end, and then you square it and take it away. So 5 squared is 25, take it away at the end, and then you tidy it up to get your minus 27. Okay, now in higher, the difference is you now have a coefficient in front of the x squared. Okay, so it's the same process, you've just got an extra step to do at the start. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at y equals 3x squared plus 6x plus 2, and we're going to write it in the form of y equals a bracket x plus b squared plus c. So the only thing that's really new is the fact that we've got this common factor at the front. All right, so my first step is to take a common factor of whatever is in front of the x squared. Generally speaking, you want one single x squared. So therefore, I'm going to take a common factor of whatever is in front. So in this case, it's 3. So I'm going to take a common factor of 3. If you look all the way along the line, I don't really want to be taking a common factor of 2, or common factor of 3 from the 2, because 3 doesn't go into 2. All right, so I'm going to take a common factor of the 3, and I'm only going to do it on the x terms. So if I take a common factor of 3, I get 3, and then I get bracket x squared plus 2x, close the bracket, and then I'm going to put my plus 2 at the end. So all I've done there is take a common factor of 3 from the 3x squared plus 6x. Now you'll notice my bracket is a square bracket rather than the normal curved brackets. It's basically because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another bracket inside the square bracket. Okay, so to show the brackets are different, I'm going to use square brackets and I'm going to use curved brackets or curved brackets inside each other. So what I'm going to do now is I've got my common factor of 3, I've got my square bracket, and I'm going to complete the square just like I did on the previous page, but only using the x squared plus 2x. Okay, so I half it, so I half the number, so I half the 2 and I get 1. Put the squared in, I'm ignoring that, I'm only doing it inside the bracket, so then I square it and take it away. So 1 squared is 1, take it away. Alright, and then I've got my plus 2 stuck at the end. Now, if you look at what we had to start with, that doesn't quite look like what we have here. So I'm going to have to tidy it up. And I'm going to get rid of the square bracket now by multiplying through by the common factor of 3. So I'm going to take the 3 and I'm going to multiply it by everything in the square bracket. So I'm going to do 3 times the bracket. And then I'm going to do 3 times minus 1. And then I've got my plus 2 at the end. Excuse the dog. and then I've got 3 x plus 1, and minus 3 add 2 is minus 1.